There we go. There we go. What's up, guys? What's up? Starting the stream at 12:47, as one does when they are a serious content creator. If it wasn't obvious, I may have scheduled the stream at a time that I did not intend to. I meant that to be a 1 o'clock Central start time, but we'll start early because of my inefficiencies. What's up, everybody? I see everybody in the chat. GM. It is storming in Dallas once again, guys. I've got my dog right next to me. He peed just a little bit this morning, just a little bit, but it's been raining ever since. So he wants nothing to do with the bowel movement or urination. So that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully he can last an hour and a half or however long we go on. 12 game slate today. 12 game slate, and there are over $40,000 in prizes thanks to the good people at Underdog. Thanks to our good friend Numi. We only have baseball today on the Dog app as far as a daily. So hopefully baseball shows up and shows out. That will be amazing. I think that would be very good for the future of our great game of MLB BRs. Those split slates are always going to be kind of finicky. I'm not sure what the sizing will look like once basketball is over and we get the day games and the night games. I think maybe you can do like 20K each, and maybe that's getting way too excited. But yeah, people just love those early slates. So I think it is what it is. But I'm glad that they didn't give up on us, because there has been some overlay. We've been treated to some overlay. Not like I've cashed in on it, but there has been overlay, and we're still getting rewarded with really, really good contests that are the same size. We're not being downsized at all. So I love that. That's great to see. Last night, I did not crush last night. I think I got crushed in the on the dailies. I did. Do you want to see how badly I got crushed? I'll show you. Let me share my screen. You can see how badly I got crushed, and then I'll share some pick'em winners too. We hit on some pick'ems, guys. We hit a double dong pick'em. Can you believe that? Double dong. T-Box, the GOAT himself, won last night. And then Zero Fucks, who does hang around the Discord, took second place. This was a very good lineup from Zero Fucks, starting here with the touting. Nice little solo home run from Helio Ramos. Double from Detroit, or from Toronto. Gleyber Torres won off. CJ Abrams won off. Jose Barrios, who did way better than I expected on this slate, was the winner. This is a very ethical win. Very ethical win. Let's check out T-Box. Look what T-Box is. This is this type of slate. 100 points was all you needed to take down first. He's got Tanner Houck with a double stack against him. I mean, it was just one of those slates. Hats off to old T-Box. He does have a 3-2 build, so that's good. That's good. We like to see ethical builds, but very hilarious to win when you are double stacking against your pitcher. Just funny stuff. All right, let's get into the slate. I have some ranks here. They're just kind of me going through, looking at stuff. We'll go ahead and clear those out and start from the top. 12 games, 24 teams to talk about. There are going to be games and teams that I am not waiving. It is what it is. You guys know the drill. Can't play them all unless you have the time, and some of us do, some of us don't. Let's check out the weather. Let's see what Kevin Roth is spitting today. Let's start with the Yankees. Green, yellow, green, yellow, green. We got a yellow on Dodgers, Braves. Nasty storms will be in the general vicinity. For now, models will keep them all north. Chicago, green but cold and wind blowing in. St. Louis looks to be whatever. So what I really like is this Boston weather. Warm, winds out to center. Not bad. Not bad. And I believe the weather in New York, the Bronx, is pretty favorable as well. 80 degrees. Very nice. Very nice 80-degree weather against Ryan Pepio. Love the Yankees today. Without further ado, let's just check out today's matchups. Starting with the Yankees, it's Ryan Pepio up against Max Fried. Pepio a righty, Fried a lefty. Royals is Michael Wacha going up against Dean Kramer. Kramer rocking a 7 ERA, not great. I mean, that's just kind of par for the course for these Orioles pitchers. 12-18 right now. Yikes. People were calling the Orioles the blueprint not long ago. Michael Wacha righty, doing his thing, 3.38 ERA. Guardians at Blue Jays, Logan Allen lefty, 4.21 ERA. Not bad, not terrible. Going up against Chris Bassett, who has had an awesome start to his season. We like lefties against righties. Bassett is definitely going to put that to the test for these Guardians. And I like some of these right-handed Blue Jays against Logan Allen as well. So I do like this game. The Boston matchup at Fenway with the nice weather and the good wind is Joe Ryan, right-hander, going up against Brian Bayo, right-hander. Bayo doing his usual thing, no strikeouts, limiting the runs. Twins, Joe Ryan doing his thing, striking out guys and keeping the ERA pretty low. I am going to attack the Red Sox, or I am going to attack Joe Ryan today with the Red Sox, but this is not a bad pitcher here. Obviously, it's Joe Ryan. He's doing well. I'm underselling it. Joe Ryan looks great. A's versus Miami. I'll have to pull up the bat to see who's actually starting in that game. I believe, is it Hogland? So I know it's Valente Bayozo for the Marlins. That's a right-hander. And then for it is Hogland for the A's, Gunnar Hogland. So we'll look at his Fangraphs page when it's time to break that one down. Dodgers got Yamamoto on the mound, a puny ERA with lots of Ks, looks awesome. Up against Grant Holmes, right-hander, 4.5 ERA. I think we're going to want to get to the Dodgers today. Never Dodgers until it's always Dodgers. Astros, White Sox, this is where we have good pitching weather. Framber Valdez, 4 ERA, 31 strikeouts. I do like Framber a lot today. Going up against Jonathan Cannon, 4.5 ERA. Despite the pitching conditions or the weather here, I think I will be looking at Astros. But, got to be careful. The Astros are not off to a great start offensively, but they are 16-14. Mariners at Texas. Brian Wu, 3.09 ERA against Jack Leiter with a 2 ERA. Good for Jack. He suffered a blister, but he's back. He's got, the righty-heavy lineup against Seattle here and a decent park for pitching in Texas. So will be interesting to see how Jack Leiter does in this next start, see if he can keep up his good results. Rangers are pretty watered down, so Brian Wu looks good today. Cubs at Brewers is Ben Brown, 6 ERA against Quinn Priester, 3.79 ERA. I do like Brewers bats today against Ben Brown, and the Cubs bullpen is also bad. Quinn Priester is not good, but the Brewers needed an arm, so they traded for him. Former Pirate. We like the Cubs today quite a bit. All right, let's keep this thing rolling. My dog was scratching up the floors. He still is. Still going. Clay Holmes, another former Pirate, going up against Sonny Gray. Clay Holmes, 2.64 ERA. Had a bad first game for Clay Holmes, and then he's been cruising ever since. Sonny Gray, 3.6 ERA, picking up where he left off last year with his really nice season. This looks to be a game to mostly avoid, but I may look a little bit Cardinals way here. But this is mostly a game that we don't really want to get to. Easily one of the worst spots to get to today. But sometimes those are the ones that you want. Tigers at Angels. Tariq Skubal, left-hander, 2.34 ERA, up against Jose Soriano, right-hander, 4.5 ERA for Soriano. I'm definitely looking Tigers' way today once we get to their ADPs. I think it makes a lot of sense. I like bats in Anaheim, but in the evenings, it definitely does start to get a little bit more difficult to hit home runs, but I like the Tigers lefties, and Soriano does not look to be in great form right now. Skubal, top 3 ADP, totally warranted on a gigantic slate. And then the last game, Rockies at Giants. Rockies 5.22 ERA. Antonio Sensatella, right-hander, going up against Robbie Ray, 3.7 ERA. Lefty Robbie Ray there. Like the Giants today a lot. The Giants are going to be really overlooked, and I like lefty Giants. I like all Giants, but lefty Giants against Sensatella should be fun. And of course, we don't care about the Rocky bats at all. All right, let's go lineup by lineup here, and just kind of get a look for the for today's slate. So ADP wise, you're seeing Judge, obviously Judge, Ohtani, Tucker, as you would expect, and then Bobby Witt. Yordan up here at 8.9. I don't like. I think a lot of people will agree with not really loving Yordan today, but I guess we'll have to get into some drafts and find out. I don't plan on having a ton of Yordan. Outfield for Yordan. I mean, he's a great hitter. He's Yordan Alvarez. He's a great hitter, but he's not. He's definitely not in the plans for me. And we got our Dodgers, Freeman and Betts up here. Soto, ADP 10. This looks rich. He's coming off a 2-homer game with a walk, but it's just rich to me. And I don't think I'm going to have a ton of Juan Soto, given they're up against Sonny Gray in St. Louis. It just looks like a good spot to get away from. Duran, ADP 11. I'm going to have a hard time staying away from that. And we have more Dodgers. Jorge Polanco, top 20 ADP, because he has put up 37, 22, and 33. He got blanked. Well, I guess, was he sitting? Yeah, he was sitting against a lefty here. So his last, and then 18. So in his last 4 games that he's played, he's hit 5 home runs. And he is just on an absolute tear. To me, that's not a good enough reason to get to a guy. But, his ADP is 18. The slappies will slap. I think Gilbert Arenas, who I saw in the lobbies drafting off ADP, is going to have a ton of Jorge Polanco. Austin, want to hear my stupidity last night? Please share. Brandon Johnson, boots on the ground. Feels like the weather is going to hit until tomorrow in Atlanta. Great to hear. Tim, you've seen Soto go in the 6th. That makes sense. Viper was late. No, I was early. Well, I was late and then I was early. And then I just said, screw it. I'm going to start because there was people waiting. So apologies if you missed the start of the show. Tyler Soderstrom down here. I guess up here, ADP 19. First athletic off the board as always. Infield 5. I do like these athletic stacks. Soderstrom does seem just a bit expensive as far as going every time. And then after this, man, I think this is where drafted percentage really, really falls off a cliff. So I have Ben Rice on the cover today. Got Ben Rice on the cover. It's really just because of the Yankees in general. And they are in the way that they are just demolishing the ball at home. It's absolutely crazy what the Yankees are doing at home. I'm going to pull up Fangraphs just so I can illustrate uh, how much the Yankees are crushing at home. Here we go. We're on Fangraphs, sorting by WRC plus. Let's actually sort by OPS because that's really we don't care about WRC plus as much. It tells it's essentially the same thing. By they're OPSing the Yankees almost 900 at home. Crazy, absolutely fucking crazy. Slugging 539. This is just a different team home and away. Now they are better against lefties than they are righties when they're at home, but regardless, man, small sample, whatever, but the Yankees look fantastic there. Is this the Kurt slate? That could be fun. That could be fun. Let's look up two of the pitchers that are, well, specifically I want to look up Gunnar Hoglund because he was like a pretty decent prospect for the A's. Actually, I mean, his numbers don't look fantastic, to be quite honest. Last year, 3.44 ERA. Usually you see prospects in the minor leagues have like double-digit K9 ratios. He doesn't. He's got a 9K ratio. Yeah, I'm not thinking Gunnar Hoglund is anything to be afraid of, but also he's facing the Marlins. So it's definitely not someone that like I'm trying to like. I don't even think he's in the player pool. But what I'm saying is I don't necessarily think that I'm drafting Marlins today in Miami because this guy doesn't look great, but you would definitely be in, very low ownership territory if you did decide to draft Miami. Biozzo coming up, right-hander. Hoglund throws right-handed as well, by the way. He's made 2 starts so far. Let's just check out the game log for Biozzo. Nothing doing. 1 earned run started in each. Let's go back to his stats. He had a cup of coffee, or more than that, in the majors last season with a 3.6 ERA, but very high underlying stuff. Looks like we should be attacking Biozzo today, even though the A's are in Miami. It still seems like something to attack. I think. Let me see how Derek Hardy has it on his end. Yeah, he actually likes Miami a little bit more than the A's today, but that's interesting. That's true. Skins over birds. That's a good point. In regards to Hoglund, he does pitch in the PCL. So, those are good hitting environments. Definitely don't expect to see as great results as you would from other starters. All right, let's look at this Yankees lineup that we expect to see today. Going up against Ryan Pepiot, right-hander. Pepiot, not a bad pitcher, but definitely not someone that I'm expecting to shut down the Yankees today. Trent Grisham has been leading off. Ben Rice hitting 3rd. Cody Bellinger hitting 5th. I love stacking Yankees today. I love I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna pull up on a beta just to give us some odds to go along with this. Eight and a half run total in this Tampa versus Yankees game, and the Yankees are favored by 230. The Yankees are 238 money line favorites. Yeah, if that doesn't explain it to you, I'm not sure what will. Let's see. Let's just go down the line here. 9-run total in Royals Orioles, with the Orioles favored, -140 money line. Guards and Jays, 8.5-run total. Blue Jays favored. Okay. A's and Marlins, 9.5-run total in Miami. That's saying something. That is saying something. With the A's favored at -135. Twins Red Sox, a lot of high scoring games, which is kind of how it felt. 8.5-run total in Twins at Red Sox. That's a dead even split. Dodgers at Braves is 8.5-run total. Dodgers favored -172. A's and White Sox, like we expected to see, 7.5-run total. Mariners and Rangers, 8-run total. Cubs at Brewers, 8.5. Mets at Cardinals, 7.5. Like we kind of thought it would be low. Tigers, Angels, 7.5-run total. Tigers favored pretty nicely at -182. And then Rockies, Giants, 8-run total, with the Giants heavily favored. Okay, we've covered everything that we need. Let's just go to the dog app. Ben Arose, let's get to it. You're telling me a Ben fried this rice? Yes, I am. Judge, Rice, Belly, Grisham. Yeah, sign me up. Do you want to do some low-owned stuff? You can do a low-owned Austin Wells, I guess. I guess you can. This is what the good guys do, man. The good players just take guys that, I'm giving you the best plays. The best players don't seem to be drafting the best plays that often. But we are definitely looking forward to this game. And I want to have a lot of Yankee stacks, with or without Judge, honestly. I want it. Good alpha here from Easy. Max Fried, extreme reverse splits. Let's check out the Fried splitsies. This is good stuff. Good stuff here. I need to start highlighting this. Yeah, Fried against lefties. He's faced way less, but the slug is greater for lefties than righties. That's sneaky. Very sneaky stuff. And then Ryan Pepio, I think, is a little reverse splitsy as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit. Righties are slugging just a hair greater than that's noise. That's nothing to like. I wouldn't label that extreme. Would not label that extreme. A reverse splits off. While we're here, let's look at Logan Allen because he is a lefty. And let's just get a look at his splits while we're here. People that are smarter than me and, probably better than me have access to these and, they streamline this stuff. I just like to click buttons on Fangraphs. So this is Logan Allen. Not a huge sample size, but righties definitely hitting him better than lefties are right now. Anybody else we need to look at here that we may have questions about? I don't think so. Everybody else seems pretty straightforward. Maybe Ben Brown. Ben Brown's getting smacked up by everybody, but let's just see. Let's just see what Ben Brown splits look like because they're probably funny. I expected to see a higher career slug against. So yeah, Yankees guys, bottom line, I like the Yankees a lot today. And these guys have 30 ADPs, so I mean, with or without Judge, I think it feels good. The Rays on the other end, You just heard Easy mention, lefties against Freed, actually faring pretty well. Yeah, when I look at this game, I think it's pretty easy to say you don't really want any Rays, but I think the Rays are definitely a team to mix in. On a 12-game slate, people are definitely not going to be looking their way. Freed is off to a great start, but in Yankee Stadium, man, the variance, it doesn't take a lot for variance to come into play. And you could definitely see the Rays getting to Freed. So, you heard Easy mention or saw Easy mention Brandon Lau. I'm not necessarily, I don't even know if Brandon Lau is going to start today, but I think he will. He has been starting against lefties. I think he's hitting 6th against lefties. Chandler Simpson has been starting against lefties, and he's hitting leadoff against lefties. So I think if you're going to do a Rays, contrarian stack, then Chandler Simpson is somebody to throw in there. Yandy, Caminero, Morel, I'm going to throw in there as well. I would. I'm not saying that's the key, but you guys have been watching the baseball content enough. Like you got to go through every team because anything can happen in baseball, and figure out like what are the paths, and is it worth doing at what clip? A small clip, in my opinion, is worth going after the Rays. Walker and Fromber large reverse splits in quotation. So okay. I am not getting to the White Sox, but future slates for sure. And then Waka, righties against Waka. That's interesting. So that would be Ryan Mountcastle's music. The Discord's beefing, and I'm here talking about Austin Wells and his mustache. Don't tell me this. Oh boy. There really is some stuff going down, huh? That's fine. Let's keep things pushing. We talked about Rays, Yankees. Let's get into nice, good timing, right into Royals and Orioles. This is Kramer against Waka. The Royals are difficult to stack because they have no outfielders that we want to play. I saw Brad draft Michael Garcia, and of course, Garcia steals 3 bags and helps Brad win some money. Just because Brad's the GOAT, BRDMC3, if you don't know. I like Bobby Witt today a lot. I really like Bobby Witt. Let me clear this out. It's Bobby Witt. I'm not saying anything groundbreaking, but really like Bobby Witt today. And I think I like Vinny P a lot today as well. Don't know that I liked India a lot today, but if I am stacking Royals, it's going to be these 3. And I think that's how most people are going to stack Royals, but I don't think people are stacking Royals often, or at least not often enough, that this seems to be a good one to get to, given the run environments and given the opposing pitcher and given the ADPs. This has my stamp of approval of, I would definitely want to get to the Royals today. At least these 3. Let's wait for the starting lineup to come out, and then maybe mix and match depending on the lineup. But I trust these 3 the most. Orioles today against Michael Waka. Michael Waka has been limiting contact since he's been in the league, essentially. The fact that this is in Baltimore, though, definitely makes me a little more into these Orioles, especially because the ADPs of the Orioles are not insane, but like they're crazy low, which does tell me the Orioles are not going to be drafted that much, and I like that a lot. Facing a righty, Orioles are leading the league in WRC plus at home against right-handed pitching. That is a hilarious number of caveats there. That essentially means nothing, but left-handed power does play well in Baltimore. We did have Easy let us know that Waka does have reverse splits. So what that means is don't shy away from some of these righties. And by some of these righties, I mean Ryan Mountcastle. and whoever else they decide to start today. Orioles roster resource fan graphs. Ramon Laureano, Ramon Urias, and Ryan Mountcastle are our righties. If you do want to play into that reverse split stuff, that's how I would do it. I love the Orioles today. GM Everest Yeti, I'm glad that you played that. Yesterday, I did the badges only stream, and we put together a home run pick'em. And you know, guys, I like to play pick'ems. I'm not limited on pick'ems. I don't get limited because I don't win very much, but I like to have a lot of fun, and I like to chase high payouts. And I put together a Vlad and Helio Ramos home run pick'em yesterday for 37x, and I put $5 on it. Now, I'm not recommending people play the way I play. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. All that I'm saying is, of course, it's the one home run pick'em that I don't decide to try to win $1,000 on. Put $5 on it. We'll take it. A win's a win. I'm glad that you played, Everest Yeti. I'm glad whoever else played won some money there. We take those. We absolutely take those. But yeah, guys, Orioles look great today. And, the weather in Baltimore does look pretty nice as well. Just to pull that up here, 84 degrees in Baltimore, guys. And nobody really wants to take Baltimore. So they are just, any way you slice it, Baltimore's a great play. Blue Jays and Guardians. This is Logan Allen, lefty, on the mound for Cleveland. Vlad Guerrero, 22 ADP, always projects in like raw player projections. Always projects well. What's up, T-Bear? T-Bear loves Vlad and Yandy Diaz. I love them too. Today and just every day. I really like Vlad today. I've been playing more Toronto in DFS lately, and it seems like they only score runs in the second half of games. If they can just put together a complete game of just mashing, that would be fantastic. Blue Jays are getting my stamp of approval today as a stack, not because they look fantastic, but because the Blue Jays have a lot of right-handers that I really like, and they're up against a lefty Logan Allen. So Vlad, Santander switch hitter, but I believe he's much better from left. I can look that up right now. You might as well, because I got fan graphs pulled up. We might as well use it. And I don't know these things offhand, but I think I do. I think I should trust myself about Anthony Santander. Where's the advanced? There we go. No, he's basically even. Okay, cool. Throw him in there too. Santander, Springer, Bichette, even chubby little Alejandro Kirk. Varsho, though, Varsho hits lefty. Let's see how he does against left-handed pitching. I don't think he does that well. He does. I mean, he's his batting average is better. His career WRC plus isn't great. No, he's better against righties. As you would expect. So, Varsho, not who I'm looking at here. I am looking at Vlad, Anthony Santander, Springer, Bichette, Alejandro Kirk today. They seem like good gets. Let's look at Cleveland while I take a drink, because you guys got to understand, I'm used to good friend John hosting the show. He's usually doing all the talking. Most of the talking. Or at least we share the load. We share the load. This is a lot. This is a lot on my vocal cords. So let me take a swig of my very hydrating White Monster Coke Zero combo. I do drink water as well, as you guys should too, because this is just a nightmare for the kidneys, but it's a great combo. If you ever get a chance to mix White Monster and Coke Zero, highly recommend. No, it was not a joke. So my wife likes mini Coke Zeros, and I mix it in 16-ounce White Monster. Liquid Death goes hard, by the way. Like H2O, the Liquid Death. Coke Zero, that's dad health. T-Bear telling us it's hot and windy, but which way is the wind blowing? Is it blowing to center? I need to get headphones back because I can hear my baby crying. It's distracting. I have the need to go out and check on him, but my wife's got him. Guardians against Chris Bassett. I hate looking at XFIP, but let's see if we can find any reason to think Chris Bassett can regress, other than the fact that he had a 4.16 ERA last year, but typically he's been under 4 for his ERA as a pitcher. He's running uber hot from strikeouts. Excuse me, running uber hot in walks, running uber hot in home runs per 9. BABIP looks good. Left on base percentage just slightly above his career average. And the home run to fly ball percentage way down. So, okay. I think we can talk ourselves into Cleveland today with Bassett on the mound, knowing that he has to regress. He should have to regress. Jose Ramirez, Steven Kwan, Nolan Jones, Kyle Manzardo are the guys that I like from Cleveland. That's basically it. But Bo Naylor heating up just ever so slightly. Bo Naylor heating up. I mentioned a guy. I got to go to Bo Naylor Fangraphs. Son of Josh Naylor. It's Josh Naylor on Mega Ozempic is Bo. Bo is a good prospect. His major league career has been less than impressive. Nice 2023 though. Let me take that back. His 2023 was nice. 2024 was just, unfortunately, a huge step backwards. I honestly don't know why. I can't remember if he was dealing with injury or not, but I mean, dude hits lefty and wasn't taking advantage of the wind tunnel. That's concerning. But we're back up to the K percentage of 2023, the walk percentage of 2023. So let's see what he can do here. I think I just talked myself into Bo Naylor today. Let's check out roster resource. Where's Bo Naylor been hitting? He's been hitting 7th. It doesn't matter. Santana is a switch hitter, but Santana's a better from the right side of the plate. Man, I really like Guardians against right-handed pitching. And let's just go back and check out the splits just to see if there's anything. One last, copium on lefties are hitting Bassett better. So yeah, I was going to do this anyways, because that's just the way I am. Can I mention rates and handling roles just to feel something? Listen, guys, I have a process. It's why John and I work so well. John, obsessed with knowing ball. I'm obsessed with playing games. So you're getting me from the game playing standpoint, and then John talks me off of my stylistic tendencies, and then I end up making the wrong decisions. So yeah, Bo Naylor, not an ADP on the site, but if you're going to play Guardians, you don't necessarily have to get that cute, but it's something to think about. Left-handed Guardians today are a part of my portfolio. Oh man, I need to 40 minutes in, jumping all over the place here. May just have to get to my favorite plays. Well, thankfully, we were on to Twins at Red Sox in Fenway. Joe Ryan looks so good right now, to be honest. So I am like, that does have me worried that, with the way Joe Ryan is pitching right now, is this going to work the way that I think? With lefties against Joe Ryan in Fenway, or just everybody against Joe Ryan in Fenway. So here's 2 starts that Joe Ryan had that were not great. April 3rd against the Astros, Joe Ryan goes 5 innings, gives up 4 earned runs, 6 Ks though, not bad. Against the Braves, Joe Ryan in Atlanta goes 5 innings, gives up 6 earned runs, 3 home runs, 5 Ks. But he strikes out 11 against LA and 8 against the Twins and goes 7 scoreless against the Royals. We know Joe Ryan has good stuff. Despite these blow-up games, his ERA is 3.18, but it's Fenway Park, and Fenway Park takes no prisoners. Week 1 BR. Can we stop being perverts, guys? The NFL season is coming. Let's just enjoy baseball season. Red Sox today are expensive, but I think I'm not so certain that they're difficult to stack, and I want to stack them, obviously. The big 3 feel great. Abreu, just like one of the best hitters in baseball right now. Trevor Story with the wall. Casas. All these guys look great. Mixing and matching these Red Sox in onslaughts and with other players as well. You're going to want to get. You're just going to want to have some. The weather's great. Fenway is just an insane run environment. You want to get to it. Twins against Bayo has the Nez stamp of approval. Let's go to roster resource for the Twins because they've got so many injuries, and the Twins are just a weird team, but it's just good to see. So Julian hitting leadoff, Correa, Buxton, Larnach, Ty France, Ryan Jeffers, Mickey Gasper fan graphs time. Brooks Lee, Harrison Bader. Let's look at Brooks Lee, see how he's been holding up. You have the wall in left field, the gigantic monster in left field, where righties can pull fly balls, easy home runs, and also easy base hits. Love Byron Buxton today. Love Carlos Correa today. Larnach and Julian look good too. Mix in some Ty France. Low-owned Twins today. For sure. So Mickey Gasper was a Yankee, then a Red Sox, now a Twin, and he's almost 30 years old. And he's slugging less than he's getting on base. No, thank you. Good to see Mickey Gasper get out of my face. Brooks Lee, good prospect. 121 WRC plus so far in 2025. He's striking out less than he's walking. 420, nice slug. Love Brooks Lee today. Of course, I missed one stream. He hit on everything that day. Sorry, Trav. We're going to hit again today. I like Bregman today, says Sawdog Sportscast. So do I. Gives up lots of barrels and hard hits, exit velo despite the K stuff. Found a reason. I'm guessing that was about Joe Ryan. Buxton, Larnach, Correa. I like Brooks Lee more than I like France and Jeffers and Julian. Stamp of approval on Twins, guys. Twins are going to be very, 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 very overlooked. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee the Twins are going to be overlooked. I am going to want to get to the Twins. Okay, let's just like hit some spots. Marlins and Athletics. I think it should, Derek Hardy, smart guy, good model, very accomplished, very successful. I don't necessarily look at his stack rankings page on the Bad X and just like gospel that shit, but when the Marlins look better than the A's, I think that does sort of make it catches your eye. It catches your eye. So let's just look at the Marlins roster resource and figure out what we might want to do. Hoagland, we did determine is a right-handed pitcher. He bats lefty. That's kind of strange for a pitcher. You don't see that. Batting lefty and throwing righty. Let's go to the Miami Marlins roster resource while I take a sip. I'm not sure how Xavier Edwards is doing so far. Let's check him out. He's the Miami Marlins Luis Ariz. 78 WRC plus. Jesus Sanchez. How's Jesus doing so far? Big power guy. 75 WRC plus. Augustin Ramirez is like 0 for his last 28 after looking like Mickey Mantle when he came up. We got Eric Wagaman, former Yankee, Kyle Stowers, Connor Norby, Matt Mervis. It is very, very intriguing. His 4 A's projected top 25 versus 1 Marlin. Well, I'm just telling you what the stack rankings, the stack projections are saying. The stack projections are saying he likes Miami more than he likes the A's. But individually, he likes the A's. That's interesting. These are just stack rankings. It's not like I share this every day. Well, I can't even show it because it's on Firefox. But yeah, he has, as far as the main slate goes, he has the Marlins ranked 5th, which is really interesting. I mean, how are we going to attack the fucking A's today? Norby, Stowers, and Jesus Sanchez, I guess, if you were going to do it. I'm probably just going to ignore that. But my point is, whenever there's a stack that looks good and I am just way off that definitely catches my eye. We just got the Twins lineup. I do want to take a look at that. Larnick, Buxton, Brooks Lee hitting 3rd. Wee-oo. Correa, Ty France, Julian. All right, so we can take Julian really out of the higher consideration. Larnick, Buxton, Brooks Lee. Very cool. Very cool. I do like the A's today. Just going back to that Miami game. Not a great hitting environment, but I like the A's, man. Usual suspects for our Athletics here. Soderstrom, Butler, Rooker, Shebang, Lears, Jacob Wilson. But Nick Kurtz is in the player pool, folks. Can finally take Mr. Kurtz. Has not had like a fantastic start to his career. Although, I mean, hey, look at this 5-game hitting streak, all singles. We're getting a home run. We're getting a home run out of Nick Kurtz here very soon. Zoom in for LP of the week from Nez. What do you mean? Miami, Xavier Edwards, Kyle Stowers hitting 2nd. Wagaman, cleanup. Matt Mervis 5th. Connor Norby 6th. Stowers hitting second's interesting. Okay. Oh, LP, LOL, backdrop. This is currency. Pilot Talk. 1 from Record Store Day. Pressed on a green Coke bottle. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Shout out Currency. Shout out Spitta. We love Spitta around here, as you should too. Pilot Talk, one of the better records of 2010. Currency is the GOAT. So yeah, Kurtz today, man. Sneaky stuff. And of course, Jacob Wilson. We love those 11 points from Jacob Wilson when we get them. Dodgers, I don't think I need to necessarily explain Dodgers that much, but like, let's just think about this from the Dodgers standpoint, right? A lot of chalk. And then Andy Pages, who was typically like a lefties only guy, is just hitting everything. So, I mean, the fucking Dodgers, man, getting production from everywhere. So if you're stacking Dodgers, which I would consider, you know, maybe mix in, you know, of course, Muncy goes off the other day when I don't have him. A fucking triple for Max Muncy? Get out of here, dude. Fat ass. Edman, Pages, Will Smith, like some of these guys down here are probably a nice way to get unique with your Dodgers stuff is what I would recommend. Why would one take the Blue Jays money line? I don't know. Oh, there you go, Turbo. Yeah, some cheeky Will Smith, Tommy Edman. Yeah. Fully loaded nose, absolute classic. Not really looking at this game very much. Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid this game. Sox, Astros. No thanks. Mostly avoiding Mariners, Rangers. But if I was to attack Mariners, Rangers, it would be with Seattle. And it would be with Big Dumper. It would be with... Polanco's not going to go every draft, but he's going to go enough that it feels like a bad click. Julio, Randy, and Big Dumper, aka Cal Raleigh. I just did that backwards. If I was doing Seattle today, is who I would include in those stacks. But it's not one that I'm looking to get to. Brewers and Cubs, though, definitely one that I am trying to get to. From the Cubs standpoint, they are very chalky. Very chalky. They've got four guys in the top 22. I would probably rank it like this. And then you got Dansby Swanson, Carson Kelly, who every time I look is like doing something incredible. Michael Bush. What's Nico Horner up to? Yeah, Cubs look good, but they're chalk. Brewers look better because they are not chalk in the slightest against Ben Brown. Brewers look really good today. They ended up switching up their Bryce Terang spot in the order. He was hitting leadoff against righties. They moved him down. Jake Bowers looks good today as well. Rake Bowers, a.k.a. Against righties is usually a good look there. Miguel Vargas is hot. That was something I wasn't prepared to see today. I have just simply not paid attention to the White Sox at all. Miguel Vargas is hot. Let's go to the game log. He's heating up. 144 in his last 15 games. He's heating up, folks. He is hot. You're absolutely right, T-Bear. Look at this hitting streak. Multi-game hit streaks here. All right. put some respect on Miguel Vargas's name. Thank you, T-Bear, for the shout. Yeah, dude, Brewers look fantastic. All these guys are ADP 35. Now, they are going to get drafted. I don't know if a decent amount is the right word, but like, damn, why are they all 35? They're one of the best stacks today. Like, no question, one of the best stacks today, in my opinion. I'm going to have some. Mets, Cardinals, I'm pretty much waving. I do like Tigers against the Angels, but I'm not taking any Angels today. No, thank you. And I am going to do some Giants today. Let's hop in a draft, and I need to, because I've consumed so much caffeine. I need to pee, quite frankly. So we're going to let this lobby fill, let the draft start. I'll be back. Boom. 101, let's go. On the clock, Aaron Judge, come on down. After this draft, guys, we are going to do some pick'ems. Try to hit some bangers. Just checking out the weather outside. Nice. Not raining nearly as bad as it was earlier. You don't even see my draft. Son of a bitch. Look at all the friends and family here. Chris, JT McKenzie, Respooked, Ricky Lee. What's up, guys? What's up? Respook goes Jaron Duran 5. I like it. I would do it as well. Ricky just milking this clock. Kyle Tucker, can't blame him. If he's just milking this to go by ADP. Okay, no, there he goes. Jordan. Interesting. Okay. Does we have a pick'em slip for the 100% Game 7 boost yet? We do not yet, because we have been solely hitting that Nuggets Clippers game, and that game is the Game 7. I think it's only right that we continue to hit that game. So tomorrow, Mike Melcher has the smoker going in Denver. Ooh wee! Give me some of that. Give me some of that meat. Oh, shouldn't say that. Shouldn't say that. What are you smoking? What are you smoking? I'm making pasta tonight. Mike Yastrzemski for Norby. Let's go. This guy is rocking a awesome Giants onslaught. I can smell it coming. What are we going to do here? Aaron Judge to start. Let's do Yoshi. Let's get a little Yoshi in our lives here. And then let's do Ben Rice because he's on the cover. And then we will mix and match. Yep. Norby going with the Giants onslaught. That's fun. Tri-tip. Ooh. I can't wait till I get a smoker in my life. One day. Maybe not in this house, but one of these days I will have a smoker. I promise I'm going to smoke meats. Robbie Ray goes to Respooked. Respooked is just drafting for my heart. This is what I like to do. Red Sox and Robbie Ray. Okay, Ricky goes Soto. Is this just ADP? I guess the Jorge Polanco pick will be a big tell. Christian Walker, okay. Reese Booch goes Bregman. JT McKenzie goes Pajes with the Bobby Witt start. Now Norby's taking this sweet. Okay, there we go. There's the Jung Ho pick. Chris takes Gunner. What low-owned stack are we going to play with here? I think we should do Twinkies. Let's go Buxton. Let's go Brooks Lee. Onslaughting is fun. It's easy. And it's been shown to be effective by lots of people in dailies. That said, I think you are better off going like doubly contrarian with your contrarian stacks. So like one thing that I would do, I'm doing Twins with Yankees right now. I'm going to draft as much as I can today. One thing I would probably consider doing is like Twins and Brewers. Two teams, both buried in ADP, usually getting mix and match with the best plays or onslaughted. Doing a stack of two low-owned teams, I think really, really puts you in unique territory. And it's something that I would definitely, and I definitely will be doing today for sure on a 12-game slate, especially on a 12-game slate. You know, I'm not sure how some of these great players, like I think I'm good at baseball. Some of these guys, man, are on tears of a lifetime in the baseball streets. I'm trying to learn. We got two Yankees, two Twins here. I think thinking about Grisham. Thinking about Belly. Let's go Belly. I did Grisham earlier today on my lonesome. So that team, by the way, was Yoshinobu, Yamamoto at pitcher, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Ben Rice, cover boy for the stack. And then we did a Byron Buxton, Brooks Lee mini. If you're wondering who the 101 is in dailies today, guys, look no further than the guy with a 134 multiplier for home run today. I mean, what the fuck? What is happening? What is happening? It's not even like what else is there to say? What else is there to say, dude? He's one of the best hitters we will ever see from the right side of the plate, let alone ever in baseball. Okay, guys, how are we earning generational wealth today? What's the move? Oh, I am a top dog in pick'ems because I lose a lot of pick'ems. And underdog is just really good at treating players well who play a lot. But I lose a lot. But one of these days, I'm not going to lose a lot anymore. Let's go to that Orioles game where we liked the hitting conditions. What do we have as far as home runs go? 3.34 for Cedric Mullins. 2.5 for Vinny P. 5.4 for Jackson Holiday. 3.9 for Adley. I like that. What if we just do like Adley and Bobby Witt? That doesn't feel bad, right? Did you guys see me jump because of my stupid fucking dog? Jesus Christ. There we go. I like this one. No, my dog is not Mr. Good Boy. He's Mr. Bad Boy. Mountcastle is a good one. Thank you. Let's run this back. Let's take off Bobby. Mountcastle 365 is good. Oh, my dog is about to start barking again. There we go. Threw in Witt and Mountcastle as well. Chandler Simpson, I think we should maybe try to say he steals like 30 bases today. I have myself muted because my dog is going absolutely ham. What if Chandler Simpson steals 2 bases today? And then what if Lawrence Butler steals a base in Miami? Do you believe? Do you believe? I believe. Soler home run. It's hard to compare on here to where other places. I don't really love Soler. It's only 2.8x against Scooball today. All right, we're doing the T-Bear special. Yandy and Bichette base, total bases. Should we throw in Miguel Vargas for T-Bear too? He did tout Miguel Vargas. T-Bear, do you like Miguel Vargas today? Oh, no, he's not. We don't even have anything. All right, T-Bear special. $5 for the T-Bear special. There you go, T-Bear. All right, we got to do. Let's do a big one. Let's go big. We're looking at strikeouts here. Man, Robbie Rays, that's a big number. I get it. It's the Rockies, but shit. We're staying away from Pittsburgh. I'm not doing the Pittsburgh stuff. All right, I have an idea. Does Chris Bassett? What if he doesn't strike out anybody today, and he gets rocked? I like this start. There's not a lot of good K options today. Like trying to find someone to slide. Jesus Luzardo. How's he been doing his last few? 5 Ks against the Cubs, 7 against Miami, 8 against LA. All right, let's do lower Bassett 4.5, higher Luzardo 6.5. Max Fried does not strike me as someone with like a lot of K upside. What about Yoshi? Yoshi's like been kind of up and down K wise, but let's get him at 6. Let's get him at 6.5 Ks, and then let's just throw a home run in here and let's feel something. Who do we want to do for home runs? Let's look at our Yankees. Not Aaron Judge. Ben Rice. It's not enough. Cody Bellinger. Walter White. Cody Bellinger. This feels correct. Easy did mention. All right, we're going to do this twice. We are going to do this twice. Brandon Lau for the Easy Alpha. Okay, you guys do like Ben Rice. All right. He's the cover boy. With the same building block. We'll do Ben Rice. And then I'm going to do Bellinger as well. And then I'm going to sign off. Shoot, I just lost it. Maybe that's a sign. No, I must go back. I want to add these picks to my entry. Man, they're gone. Okay, I guess I'm going to do something else. One last banger before we go. Let's look at the Brewers. Jake Bauers home run. Yes, I knew it. I knew it was calling me. What are we pairing with Rake Bowers? Helio Ramos. We already hit Helio Ramos. I can't do it again. Kerry Bonds, Timmy Carr. I like it. I think unfortunately I'm gonna need like something else. Now let's just do this. Let's not get greedy. Jake Bauers, Kerry Carpenter. All right. I just sent you a bunch of ways to turn a little into a lot today. That's going to be it for your boy. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for bearing with me today and just this week in general. Had some fun. Missed John. He will be back. Don't worry. He will be back on Monday along with me. With Underdog Daily content like we do, man. Got a lot of best ball stuff coming up. So be on the lookout for that. And then a lot of baseball that we have to look forward to as well. But yeah, this is all for me today. Best of luck. And there's a million different contests, a ton of single entry, a ton of double entry stuff. Show me some love and fill those. We just got the Athletics lineup. Kurt's batting 8th. Lead off Jacob Wilson. No Lawrence Butler. Got to find a new stolen base for Chandler Simpson. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.